The best and beautiful things in the world cannot be seen or even touched. They must be felt with the passion. Ellen Keller once said. My guest today is a true Modi Ifinite with a love for the art of fashion and a talent for captivating audiences. He has built a modern empire, created unforgettable reality show moments, and brought one-way shows to life. Yeah, welcome to the Industry Insider Show right here on Modern TV Ghana, and I am yours truly, Gayubi Nikwe. Please don't forget to click on our subscribe button to subscribe to our channel. My guest today is the ever. I mean, he's so fine to the extent that I don't even know the word to even use to describe him. Yeah, welcome, Jason.
Thanks, Nee.
Right, like I'm super glad to have you here.
I'm so grateful to see you.
I don't know, in my field of job, they said when you see a guest, you're not supposed to be overwhelmed, but then I'm overwhelmed that you're here today to have this
I'm
interview.
super excited to see you do what you do.
Oh, thank you. So basically, I know you, but some of my viewers do not know you. So please, can you give us a brief introduction about yourself?
Well, I think you did a bit of the intro to our audience. My name is Jason. I am the CEO of Exquisite Modern Empire,
Right.
and also the executive producer of the Exquisite Runway, and also the executive producer of the Portrait reality show, of which we've done so many amazing seasons that you can testify.
I know, right?
Yeah, so that's who Jason is. But aside that, Jason is just a simple guy who's trying to survive in Ghana, doing creative things.
Creative things. I know, right? I know. But I know, I think you should let my viewers know you more when it comes to your educational background,
okay.
where you come
Wow.
from, something like that.
Oh wow.
We
So-
know, I, for instance, know more about your industry
Yeah.
life and what have you, but then I don't know much into
personal.
exactly. So kindly let us know about that.
Okay. So I had my university education at Pentecost University, where I read
Right.
logistics and supply chain management. And yeah, that's my educational background. So I'm yet to further my education, but now I'm just focusing on the creative industry.
Great. So my viewers, you know something. You know what my guest messed up when he was talking. He didn't want to he didn't want you guys to know about it. Like he graduated from the Pentecost University with a first class degree honors. Like, did you just hear that? And that's inspired me. That's a beautiful
Wow.
introduction.
I'm
There.
just happy that my lifestyle inspired.
Oh,
positive
definitely.
way.
I've not told you this before, right?
No, you haven't.
Yes. So basically, we are come to talk about you. I know you were once a model before becoming the chief executive officer for your own modern empire. Can you please take us through your modern journey?
Oh, okay, so my modeling journey started way back in high school. I won't say high school. I think while I was in primary school, I still had that kind of passion within me. I didn't know what modeling was, but I do love taking pictures. And every picture that I took, even as a baby, I was still I was just owning it. So I think I had the love for photography, I had the love for modeling then, but I didn't know that we had a career as a model.
As a model.
Once I went to high school, that's when I started doing like high school phase of high school then, and I competed in one of them. I was like 16 or so, and I fell in love with it. So from there, I realized that there is a career called modeling. So then when I came to the university, we did a couple of fashion weeks in our school, and I started being part of it, and that's how the career started as a model.
All right. So getting you right, you got this inspiration right from when you were young.
Yeah.
Beautiful. So still on your modeling career when you started, modeling is not something that's it's really being recognized in this country we find ourselves. So definitely there were challenges that you came across. Can you take us through some of the challenges you went
Yeah.
through?
So one of the major challenge when I switched into being a professional model,
Right.
I realized one of the main challenge was some of the requirement.
Okay, so before you go into that, when did you become a professional model?
Oh, I would say somewhere 2014.
2014.
Yeah.
That's 10 years.
Yeah. That's when I took it to the professional level. But I've done modeling like low key, of which it wasn't a professional thing, but I was still modeling.
Oh, I see. So as of then, were you with any particular agency?
Yes, I said that I wasn't with any agency, but I just go to the studio, get my things done, publish it. Or if there's any modeling event, I try as much as possible get myself booked for that show. So I wasn't being represented by any agency. until 2013, 2014. That's when I actually had my first agency contract. That was with High Five Modeling Agency.
High Five
Then
Modeling
but I was
Agency.
just with them for like a couple of months, and we have to move on.
Right, right, right. That's beautiful. So, coming back to the challenges, like, can you take us through some of the challenges you went
Yeah,
through?
yeah. So when I started doing professional model, I realized I wasn't more of a typical model type. So every audition that I went, I was being told I was too short for high fashion modeling.
What-
So that was one of the main challenges that I faced. But I still didn't let that stop me. Even though I wasn't 6 feet, but I was still walking down the runway with people who are 6 feet and above. And most of it, I was seven more than those who were even taller than me.
Great.
So if you're out there, you're watching, you might not be the high requirement that they are looking out for, but set your own table and just own it.
Great, great, great. You get it. You said you was even serving much more than the person who were than the people who were classified as a model. So you can do that as well. So looking at where we are coming from, cultural background, sort of view, how did your parents accept you as a model, like coming up?
Okay. So my parents nor my son never supported me in this career, but I'm a type of person that always go after what I want.
want.
Because in all our life in an African home, you are being told what to do, what not to do. Your life is already decided for you.
Definitely.
So when I realized they were not supporting, I was like, this is what I really want. So I'll just go for it regardless. So I lost a lot of things that I could have enjoyed from my family because I chose this career.
Okay.
But I didn't let that stop me. So I didn't really get support from home, but I still ensured that I did something that in the long run, it made them start to love what I do. And recently when I do events, they want to be part, they want to attend. Then they'll come like, when are you hosting your next event? Give us the date so that we can do our booking and fly to Ghana and just come and support you. So I think when you start anything in this life, at times it becomes hard. You may not get a support, but just keep pushing. When it becomes established, all these people, they want to come back and just associate themselves with you. So never give up when you start something.
Definitely. You said never give up. So speaking, you said flights, which means your parents are not in Ghana, yeah?
Yeah, so my mom is not in Ghana and my siblings, they're all not in Ghana. I'm the only person here.
This is a conversation for another day. Great, great, great. So you didn't benefit some of the things you were supposed to enjoy as a child from
Yeah.
your parents.
Yeah.
Was the school fees inclusive?
So I was much more like I needed a laptop for my final year project so bad. So I reached out to my elder sister. Then she was also supporting me with my education. And they were like, even if you give you the laptop, all that you do is just be going to Facebook and be posting pictures. So we won't be giving you anything. And you're always modeling, you don't study, you don't do this. Like every time I make a post on social media, I'll get a call. What the hell did you post? Why are you wearing this? Why are you doing like, you are not supposed to be a model. You're supposed to be in school to be studying. So a lot of things like laptop, phone, and things that will help me with my education, I was deprived along the way. But as I kept on doing my own thing, they were like, studying, you're always on the fashion shows, you are here and there, you don't study. But when my graduation list came out and I had the first class, they were like, how did you get that? Because we knew that you were not sitting in class. We knew you were missing class for fashion week. So how did you get your first class? I was like, I had my plan.
That's great. So I think all of that too, God played a factor.
Yeah, God has been affected.
in your life.
God has been something that like he instilled something in me that's not giving up. Because if I let the external factors really affected me in a way, I think I would have given up a long time because everybody didn't support what I was doing. But I just love it. That's why I'm still here.
Definitely. So during your time as a model, right? I know definitely you went through a lot of criticism, some good, some bad. Do you remember that one criticism you received that you were like, no, this is bad, like this is bad?
Let me see. I think one of the criticism that I would say that was very, very bad was I remember when I was in high school, I said I started modeling in high school.
Nice.
So we're doing like a teacher student conference and they're like, what career do we want to do? And you know me, I love attention a lot.
I
So
definitely.
I just raised my hand like this and they said, yes, get up. I stood up and I told my headmaster, then I was like, I want to be a model stroke designer. This man looked me straight in the eye and told me, you have no future. So I said, you have no future, you are lost. So imagine, like, I went to boys' school. So imagine, like, the number of people who were teasing me, like, hey, we got a guy, you know, like, when the moment you got up, this, what, like,
Yeah,
teasing until now, people still tease me. So when I look at that criticism, I felt like it kind of gingered me in a positive way to do it, to
more.
prove to him that even though you said I have no future, I am still here. I'm still doing it. And now you get to see, because he's my friend on Facebook. So he has been seeing my work, see whatever I do, and that's where I am now.
Great, great, great. So the headmaster told him that he has got no future, but today, as you sit here, he's a CEO for Exquisite Modeling Empire. Tell me, like, take us through how all this, your experiences as a model, brought you or inspired you to come out with a modeling agency.
Yeah, so it inspired me in a way where I felt like I didn't belong in an industry. I felt like I had all the no's. Every audition that I go, no, you are not too tall for us. No, you are not too thin for us. No, like I had a lot of no's along the way. So I felt like when they are treating me this way, then why don't I create a platform where I can celebrate a lot of models who are diverse, who are unique, who don't meet the standard that has been set. So that was the motivation for me to start an agency that is open for everyone. You can be 5 feet, 4 feet, you can be plus size, you can be thin, super thin, and still be celebrated. Because I do believe in inclusivity, and I also do believe that we celebrate in all beauty forms. So that motivated me to start the agency. And we were about 6 models, and now we've trained so many models. Some have represented Ghana international levels, and locally they are also doing so well. So whenever I look back at how we started, it just makes me feel happy within.
But it's quite funny because in my modeling class, I learned there are different types of models.
Yeah.
We have petite models, we have fashion models, and what have you.
Yeah.
So is it that the people who keeps giving you lack knowledge about these things or what?
I think they lack knowledge because most of them were just looking out for superficial beauty or some standard, because most of the panel didn't really know what they were looking out for. And we then also didn't know a lot, because me myself, all that I knew that I can take great pictures, I can do a good runway. That's all that I had in my head. So I didn't really understand at times the organization are looking for a particular requirement. So it took years for me to learn that aspect. So whenever they were telling me no, I thought that maybe they didn't like me. But when I learn more about the industry, I get to realize that there's a whole lot of things that I can do as a model, and I learned it, and now I know my left and right.
You know your left and right. And actually, it's an apparatchik and a modeling game. I mean, if you need a trainer or anybody to train you, I recommend Empire Exquisite Modeling Agency for you. Right. So I don't know. So you said, which year did you start your modeling
agency? So we started the agency in 2016.
2016.
Yeah.
With 6 models.
Yeah, we're 6.
Right. And how is the progress so far?
Oh, the progress has been great, because we can mention quite like great models that come through our agency, that our agency is much more like a family. So even though your contract ends, we still had a kind of relationship with you. So we had so many, I can't give a number out, but a lot of great people have passed through my hands that I've personally groomed.
Okay.
And through the portrait reality show, we've also had over plenty models that have passed through that experience. And whenever I see them excel in the industry, I'll be like,
so
wow,
excited.
I'm a good father.
Great. I think what I forgot to ask, like, what brought up the name Exquisite?
Okay, so when we're trying to find the name for the agency, honestly, naming a brand is one of the difficult things to do.
Exactly.
It was so difficult. I remember we were given different options. The team have to sit down. We had so many ideas, but all the names that came was not working. I'll be like, this name is not unique. This name is not unique. And I was like, then what's the synonym, or what's the thing for unique? And Exquisite just came into mind. I was like, let's just go with Exquisite. So that's how the name came about, because we wanted something unique and something beautiful.
Great. So talking, Exquisite Models has provided or come out with a lot of top models that you cannot even make.
Yeah, some are even TV hosts now.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Great. No,
TV.
Was it part of the training?
Yeah, so without training, we just don't stick to the modeling. As I'm a person, I look out for talent. I see talent in anyone. So when you come on board and I see there's something in you, I advise you that do this.
Do
If you're able to do it, you are good to. I remember during season 3 of our reality show,
Right.
there was one model, a contestant. So I gave them the challenge that everybody should create their own TV show. That was their challenge for that week. They came. So I saw one particular gentleman. He excelled. I was like, do radio, TV. You were so in that aspect. So take some professional classes and just go on with it. Few years later, I was there. I just saw him on TV. I'm like, wow. And he's just doing so well. And I'm so proud whenever I see him on TV.
Great. It's like you're more or less like their coach as well, their mother, their father.
Everything.
You also give them guidance as to whatever they
Everything.
want to do. And I think you should start coming out with a modeling school already. I think
Yeah.
I'll be enrolling myself.
Yeah, you have to.
So now you did mention of the portrait reality show, right? I wanted us to wait for that conversation, but then let's dive into that aspect. Portrait
Yeah.
reality TV show.
Yeah.
First and foremost, why portrait?
Yeah, so I think since it's a photo competition, that's why we give the name portrait. Because every picture is in a portrait.
Is it portrait?
So that's why we came up with that name. We started in 2017, but our first season ended in 2018. So officially, let me say it started in 2018. So it's a photo competition where we scout for models across Ghana. You don't have to be with the agency to be part of the show. So it's open to anybody who want to come on board to compete. It's a photo challenge. So we give the models different photo shoot tags. The entire crew will take them on set. We film, we shoot. And if you don't perform, you get to be sent home. So that's what we've been doing annually. So this year happened to be the 6th edition. Registration is currently ongoing. So anybody out there who still want to be part of this program can just reach us and we will get you registered. So it's just a photo competition. But through the show, we teach them so many things about the industry. Not just you taking we teach them about taking care of themselves, their skin, and also their styling. But if you want to be a model, you should know how to style yourself. We teach all of them that. We also teach about marketing. Because if you're a model, you have to market yourself. So we teach them. But everything we teach you is not just for one particular industry. If you are teaching them marketing, whatever you are doing on your own, you can still apply that knowledge you've gotten through our classes and apply it to whatever you are doing, and it will work for you.
Great. Viewers, whatever Jason is saying, I will not lie about it, but I am a true testimony to that because I happened to coach one lady who also was part of the, I think, Cycle 4.
Yeah.
Yes, I think Cycle 4, Christabel.
Yeah, Christabel.
Yes, and I tell you, like, she built a portfolio through the portrait reality show.
You know something about Christabel? I remember a lady at my workplace took out my number, and the moment she saved it, Christabel was in my catalog. So she was going through my profile. She saw her, and I was like, the lady come, you know Christabel? I'm like, yeah, she used to model with her. But like, that's my classmate from primary, so I've never seen her since then. So how do I get in touch with her? Oh, like, wow, such a small world. So that's the little history of Christabel.
So honestly, I can actually attest to the fact that the portrait reality TV show, it's a game changer. So please, as I said, registration is currently ongoing. Do get your forms now. I mean now, yeah. So what goes into planning and organizing a reality TV show?
A lot.
That sigh alone means a lot.
A lot goes into planning a reality show because with what we do, as I said, we give them tasks. So as a producer, we sit down, we create the ideas that we will be filming for the entire season. So we have different ideas, but then we have to streamline to a particular number. If you're doing, let's say, 10 episodes, you have to streamline about hundreds of ideas to like 10 episodes. So the ideas are all unique, but at times, like, well, this one will sell. Like, oh, let's shoot this one. So it's very, very hard deciding on what we will be filming on during the entire cycle. Is very difficult, but we still make a decision and we still put out something spectacular. Then it comes to sponsorship, we have to be moving about, sending letters here and there. And I don't know what's with Ghanaian corporate institution. Most of them don't like emails; they like hard copy.
and that is sad. You
Yeah,
know
that's
that.
because things are changing. That you have to, if the company is maybe somewhere in Dodua or Ebru, you have to pick a car, go and submit. But I can still stay in my office, send an email. But well, some of them you send the email, it will take a year. They will never
Before they
reply.
do respond, and even taking car and going car, you don't even rest assured
So,
whether your sponsorship will
You
be
will be
granted or
granted.
not.
That one of the things that goes. And aside that, preparation,
Preparation.
putting ideas to your promo and all that. You need to sit down, decide on what promo is going to work. Because I remember season 4, we have to travel all the way to Cote d'Ivoire to film our promo video.
Yes, I saw that.
So we traveled several miles outside Ghana to film, come back. You know, it's
And no, with this filming at Cote d'Ivoire, who funded this? You,
Yeah,
your
myself.
money,
Yeah.
and were you able to yield?
We'll get there. But it was kind of, it was worth it, even though we didn't get what we expected out of it. But I feel like it's part of my portfolio that I'm so proud of what we did over there, because it was an experience that most of the models have never had. Some of them have never even left Ghana. So going through that experience was life changing for them. It was just a beautiful experience. On our way back to Accra, in the middle of nowhere, our car broke down.
Oh.
Our
Bad,
car broke down, and we had, it's in the middle of the night. Nobody lives there. It was dark, so we have to stay in the car. Everybody slept. I couldn't stay. We're like, kids are with me, and our car. What if armed robbers come and attack
That's
us?
like a.
So I stayed up all night. Myself, my PE, and the creative team. We stayed up all night. So when it was daybreak, that's when we saw there were houses around, and I went to beg for we want somewhere the ladies can change themselves, where to charge our phones, and they got our car fixed, and we drove back to Accra. But the whole trip was just worth it.
That was a beautiful experience. But then me, I'm pissed because you didn't invite me.
Oh, too bad.
I'm so sad. Right.
So
That is great. That is great. All right. So personally, I've been to your show, I think 4 consecutive times.
You've done what? The last season, were you the Cycle 5?
The Cycle 5, I was there. No, I think
you weren't there, but you're in the videos. I saw someone who looked like you. The person had your favorite color. I know you love blue.
Blue,
Someone
right?
was wearing black. I thought it was you.
Apology is not me. You know, I don't know, but I keep saying, I'm a true testimony to your program, because one of these years I was very sick, but then I came for that.
Yeah,
night. That was great.
You've
So I've
been there.
experienced Cycle 4 seasons.
Yeah,
Now we're coming to Cycle 6.
6, yeah.
I realized you had a break one of the years. You couldn't do it.
Yeah.
So what is a new twist that you are bringing to the Cycle
The
6?
next twist, Cycle 6 is gonna be different. It's not gonna be something that everybody is used to. Or normally people knows how the routine are. We do our introductory pictures. They will do their flyers for them, but now we're just gonna spice it up a bit.
Okay.
So there's gonna be a total change. But now we have a different crew that's handling the how do you call the shooting aspects. So you have a creative director. We have so many different things that's gonna happen. The entire team, there has been a bit of how do we say is it mashup, or we've changed. We've changed it.
Shuffle.
Yeah, we shuffled. Yeah, we've reshuffled the entire team. So I'm just hoping that the new development that we've had as a team is going to
That's great.
pay it off and do something amazing. Yeah.
Great. All right. So my next question is, how do you balance the entertainment value of reality TV show with the authenticity of the modern experience?
Wow, this your question there is very deep, but let me say it's big.
It's big,
I don't know what name, but let me just answer in the way that I can.
You can.
I'm a person that I do believe in living a balanced life. As we're saying that I was modeling in school at the same time. Then I asked myself, how did I balance my studying time to modeling? So with this question, that finding a balance in the industry is not difficult. If you want to do it, you'll be able to do. Just know what you are up for, what your brand is about. There are people that doesn't know what their brand is about, so they hop on here, then they are hopping on here, so they just don't know where they fit in. But I know what I want. That's what I go out for.
Right.
So it makes it easier for me to balance whatever I do in the industry. I only do the Exclusive Runway, the agency, and the portrait reality show. These are the 3 things that I do. Anything aside this aspect doesn't really conflict with what I do, and neither does it make me a confused CEO. So I know what I'm going out for, and it's easier for me to balance.
Right. So one thing also about you that you don't like to put out there most of the time is, aside all of these, I know you have a corporate life. Definitely, you do have a corporate, like you're not being fed from whatever you get from this sporty reality TV shows and whatever, because that money alone cannot even do you anything. At the end of the day, even before you finish the show, not
Yes, sir.
you get it. So please, today, in I'm standing as a class preferred for all of your people. You know, to ask that, what do you do corporately? So
Well, I said earlier that I did logistics and supply chain management.
definitely,
So that is my background.
definitely.
And so currently I work for the government of Ghana. So as a procurement officer, which is in line with what I did in school.
Definitely.
So I do most of the government contracts when it comes to road construction, street lights, anything the government wants to do. I approve the contracts. I evaluate and award it to whoever best fits. So if you're here and you have something that you want us to award it to, you just pass it through me.
So please, at this moment, I'm coming for employment.
Yeah.
So guys, you see what he has been hiding from you today. Thank me, Ganyobi. That's he has said it. So
They shouldn't thank you, officer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like gossip. So they should. That's what I do corporately. But the modeling thing is the face that I put there for everybody to know, because I know I'm in this industry because of this, and people know me because of the modeling, and I think that is what I make people know of. But aside that, I'm into corporate business as well.
Right.
That's what I
And you're
do.
also an actor and a model.
Actor and a model. I do reality TV appearances as well. So yeah.
So tell us about your latest your past reality TV experience.
Okay, so
I think that was Husband Material.
yeah, Husband Material.
Papa Magic.
Papa Magic. So
Right.
we filmed the first season last year. It was a whole hectic kind of filming, because we filmed the entire day. You go there in the morning, we film until the next day.
That's crazy.
It's crazy. It's at times you have filmed like 3 different episodes. The whole this like is a whole lot. I remember during the finals, I was tired. I was in the restroom, just changing room. I just there rest. They go, Jason, you're up in the next 5 minutes.
That's
So,
crazy.
and I told them I'm tired. Like, no, we still have to film because we don't have time. And we're filming. I was hungry, and there's food there. They told the food is prop, and it's for production. I can't eat it. I'm hungry. I'll pass out. I said, no.
Was it
But
not
what I
true?
would say, I would say it was a nice experience. Being there, and the show was a success, and I love being part of it. And hoping that you guys will create a reality show and just have me on board as a guest.
Maybe I'll speak to my boss about that. Right. So, modeling, like our modeling environment alone has a lot of myth and misconceptions, right? When they say you're a model, what comes into mind is a low, like you can testify to that. So what are the biggest misconception viewers might have about the modeling world that your show aims to dispel?
Okay, so most people think that being a model means you are dumb. You are dumb. You're not smart.
You're not smart.
People also think that when you are in the modeling world, you are doing it for maybe something explicitly,
Definitely.
And aside that, people think we are not serious. We are just, it's not a career. Be like, why is like taking pictures a career? So that's the misconception that people have. But I want to prove to the world that models are smart. Models are business owners. People doing a lot. Because I remember Cycle 2, we had a surgeon competing. Someone in the medical field, surgeon. So it's like, we have surgeon, we have a nurse, we had a soldier as well. They came to compete. So like this, everybody has a career that they are doing. But the fact that they love this doesn't mean they have nothing and they just want to offer their body to people. We are proud of who we are. We are proud of our body. We embodied whatever we have. So all this validation from outside, we don't really care what people have about it. But for the people that have been through my hands, I know all of them has potential and all of them are smart people. Most of them are university graduates.
Yes, I can.
People are their work, they are doing so well. So if you're out there and you see a picture, you feel like you want to judge someone, check your bank account before you judge.
Yo.
So you may not have a dime in it, but you want to judge someone.
Yo, check your bank account before you judge. And it's true, the soldier, I think that was Elizabeth, right?
Yeah.
The lady.
Yeah.
I remember Elizabeth. That's great. So being a pardoned CEO, looking at our industry, the modern industry, do you think we, the so-called Gen Z people, do you think we are on the right path?
I think The right path, no, we are along. We've taken our first step, but we've not gotten that far. I feel like the right path always comes from us, comes from whoever is on this journey. But I feel like most of the people in the pageant industry don't want to invest in themselves.
So,
They will want to push the blame around. The organization didn't do this for me. The organization didn't do this for me. I feel like you yourself also have to invest, because in the end, you know what you want
you
to
want to
you
achieve.
get, want to achieve. You know what you want to give back to the society. So don't always wait on the organization to, even though the organization they have the power to do a couple of these things, but at times you also have to take the further step. Some of them, they win and they just want to wait, relax, give all the cash prize to me and let me just enjoy.
Raise some more.
But you have to also work for it, work on yourselves, make do something meaningful. Don't just wait that we handed everything to you and you're just going to enjoy. No, because if it's international organization, once you win, the cash prize is not given to you on that same day.
Same
You
day.
work for it. So if you fail to work for it, you may not get all the cash prize.
cash
That's why
prize.
they say if you fail to fulfill your duty, someone takes your position.
Right,
So
it's
you
true.
have to work for it. The cash prize at times, it's not that one night. They have a term that they have. It can be stated that your cash prize will be given to you in a year duration or in 2 years.
2 years.
So that's where it will be paid. But I feel like when they don't work on themselves and they're out there, that's why whatever really reflect on themselves, because they don't look like the part of what the crown that they are wearing.
Definitely. So you've heard it to the Gen Z models coming, you need to invest in yourself. It's true. Like I remember my boss also has a competition that's train models, and I think that it was
Yeah.
saying something around that. The youth, we come out with so much expectations, but forgetting that the actual work starts with ourselves.
with
So I
yourself.
think whatever you're saying is great. So you people should invest in yourself, or at least at the end of the day. And so ocean so the traffic channel a bit cheaper. Just try and buy it. The ladies, the makeup, use it on your face. I mean, you have to look attractive.
You have to look the part, and when people approach you, I think you don't have to say that you are a model.
Model,
Let
but-
your appearance tell who you are.
who you
When I walk
are.
in China, some of them, they may not be model, but how they've dressed and how they carry themselves, I'll just approach you, be like, "Are you a model?"
model.
I'll be like, "Oh, I'm a talent scout agent. This is my card. If you are interested in modeling, just give me a call." That's what I do. Normally, when I see someone that be like, "Oh, this person," I approach someone and be like, "Are you a model?" Like, "Yes, I'm a model." Like, "Oh, wow."
Oh,
That's
wow.
nice. But it's fulfilling when someone walks to you and they just what was the word, cry? They assume that
They
this is
assume
who you
that
are,
this who-
and so when like you hear that, it makes you feel good of yourself. So you're a model, you're out there, invest. You are a brand on your own. Nobody will put value on you when you don't look the part. If you look basa, we'll continue paying 100 cedis. But if you look the part, you know that you are of high value. Or even if you go to the market to buy things, you look for the one that looks very, very nice. Nobody want to buy the dirty things. If
Definitely.
you want to look anyhow, trust me, the 150 cedis, you will enjoy it till you die.
So what you just trying to say is that it's not about the expensive of the thing you're going to buy, but it's about the quality and how nice it is. So now in your statement, you made mention of some 100 cities, 50 cities. Yeah, that one has been a great controversy when it comes to this modeling field. Why is it that modeling is not lucrative enough?
Wow, this industry is a whole lot. I think models are not being paid a lot because, as I'm saying, most of them are doing it for fun. People don't know why they are doing the modeling thing. So what time they settle for anything that is being given to them. That's on the side of the model. I'll come to the organizing house as well. So some of the models don't know what they are doing. Others are in for fun. They just want pictures. They just want nice videos. They want their friends to know that, oh yeah, we are on TV, we are doing fashion show. That's what some of them they are in for. And some of them are also not in for the business. Because if you're not in for the business, anything that's been offered to you, take it. Because you just want the exposure. People want the exposure. I get that a lot. Oh, I just want to be in the show because I want people to know me. But nobody say I want to be in the show, but because I want brands to approach me. I want to be on Billboard. I want to make money out of it. So people are in there for the exposure. So those are the people that actually do it for free or do it for the 50 Ghana that's been given to them.
That's
So but a model who knows their worth, or a model who is being represented by a good agency, knows how to get the models the value that they deserve. So as I would say, those who don't know what they want, they will continue to be getting this. But those who actually knows their worth, trust me, if you quote an amount, they'll tell you that they are not taking. But with what I do for my models, we charge on hourly basis. So if you want to book them for a print shoot, or you want to do, I tell that per each hour, this is what you're supposed to pay them. I do that because I don't want I don't want them to waste their models, their time. Because if you don't do that, they can be on set the entire work, and they will still earn something small. But if the producer knows that he's going to pay per hour, he will try and do everything as the quickest as he can. But you don't waste their models, their time. They can go back home safely. Because imagine going on set, you are leaving there around 12 midnight and you are being paid 200 cedis. You take Uber like 70 cedis. How much you get home with? That money can't even buy you high heels. So knowing your value, know what you want, will get you the value you deserve. That's on the side of the models. Then when it comes to the event organizing houses, I think at times we invest so much into the beauty of the than the people that are actually coming to be on board for the show. So we focus so much on production, stage, lighting, and a whole lot, makeup, hair. We invest so much in the forgetting the models. So in the end, all the money has gone into production. The rest is the small one that's being given to the models. So I feel like if we're able to balance the quality of event want to put out there with also the quality of lifestyle for the models, we will be able to balance it and pay them good.
Right, so getting your inputs right, you add worth to themselves regardless of whatever it is. But don't you think sometimes sitting down and not doing anything, people will classify you as lazy, but at the end of the day you are trying to find like add worth to yourself? So what can you say about that aspect?
Okay, so what is the point when you're working for no money and stay in the house with no money? That's my question back to you.
But then in other ways, we can say that they need to build their portfolios, you understand? So don't you think doing those free stuff can also in one way or the other make them have some works for them to show out there?
And so doing free stuff is not a bad thing.
Right.
But I would say more of like a collaborative kind of thing that you do with a photographer. Get some pictures down for your portfolio. But it shouldn't be something habitual. It shouldn't be something that you are doing always, all because you want to build a portfolio. But you can have a collab with a makeup artist. You can have a collaboration with a photographer, with a designer. In the end, you are working with other people of which you may not get monetary value, but in the end, you are getting your pictures down that you use for your own promo. So that is something that you can do in a positive way. It doesn't make you lazy. It doesn't make you desperate. It means you love to work. You love to work, and when the money comes, you will enjoy that. When I started, I have to do all this collabo to get where I am. So that is it. But not when you wake up and someone calls you, come here. At I don't even understand the concept, but you are there to shoot. You finish shooting, and the pictures are bad. You wasted your entire time, and you come home with no money. That's one that I wouldn't advise anybody to do. By the time the whole thing is free and the idea is so great, the idea has a future. We can look at the picture 10 years back and we know this picture still speaks volume. Then you know whatever you did for free was worth it. That can even generate you money as a noun. So you have to also understand what a photographer want to use you for. Somebody will be like, I want to do nude. Come, you go and do the nude for free. In the end, the photographer can sell it and get the money. Your pictures are in someone else's bedroom where they do their dirty things with your picture. They are enjoying. Photographer has gotten this money. You got nothing. So if 10 years down the lane and you give your child see this, it might not speak well of you. So you have to understand whatever concept that you are shooting and look at the long-term effect of that particular concept.
Right. So you made a very sensitive remark when you were speaking about photographers using, most especially the ladies who do the nude shoots, pictures to be getting money and whatever. Do you think it's right?
It's not right. That's why you should have a contract. Because I would say if you want me to do nude is expensive. It's expensive because it's your body. Your body should be expensive. But as I said, if you don't put yourself, you may have the perfect body, but your body is not fetching you money. So you should have a contract with a person who's going to shoot you. So at the end of the shoot, the number of sales that we're going to make, this is how much I should be getting from this guy. And even aside the sales, me shooting for you today, this is how much I should be getting. So I wouldn't advise that go and do a nude shoot for free or in the name of building up a portfolio. Your soft copies are still with your photographer.
it's true.
You can still be printing them behind your back and be sharing it around and be selling it around. But if you have a contract, anytime that your picture is seen somewhere else, you should be getting some royalties from it. So models should understand contract management, and that's when they sign a contract with the photographer. With this, I'm doing with you in 10 years time, this the amount of royalties I should be getting from you every year. If you sell it here, this is my cut, this is my percentage I should be getting. This is a conversation that I want models to be having. When someone calls, you have this kind of in-depth conversation. Don't just agree and because you want your face to be out there, you want your face to be on a billboard, you go and we give you 200 cities and that's it ends over there. But the people behind the cameras are making a lot of money with your image. So they should be having this conversation and have in-depth understand the business side of modeling and do their own analysis and just go with it.
Right. So don't you also think that it's also come as a result of they not probably you went to university to study, so you've got a lot of ideas when it comes to the business side. What if the person has not got that level of education?
That's not a problem. That's not an issue. Because even in our local setting, when you go to the market, everybody negotiates.
Definitely.
If you're going to buy bend down, but you still negotiate. They tell you 10 cedi when you but you want to pay 2 cedis.
2 cedis.
So these things are things that is around, as you don't need to be in school to understand that this money is not good for me. Or if I'm going to do this for you, do this in return for me. So it's not something that you need to be in school to learn, but as an individual, you should have something in your mind that tells you how to negotiate, how to ask for something that you are worth it. So most models, majority of the models out there, they know this because it's something that they are like everybody is like they are thirsty for money. Sure. So that thirst gingers them to seek for what they want. So that's what you should be doing.
Great.
Yeah.
We'll come back to your show organization, but then I want us to have a little conversation around this. You know, there's a model union in Ghana, right? Do you think it's effective? Why did you laugh? I just asked the question.
So, anyway, let me just clear the air over here. I used to be part of that organization.
Yes, that's Moduga.
Moduga was the Greater Accra Regional Organizer.
I know.
Somewhere 2019, but for some time I realized it was not working for me. Neither it's not like I wasn't ready to work. I felt like everything was much more like someone's decision is the best decision all over us. So that was the downfall of the organization. But I feel like even though there was a union, but the union wasn't really unioning for any of us. So the union is there, but I feel like it's ineffective. It's not really active. But I ask myself years down the line, what do they do? What have they done to help? Can they mention a single model that we model do this? There was some sort of discrimination about a model and we help solve this issue. And they stand out to say this. They can't because the structures weren't there. When we started, it had potential. We were able to mobilize a lot of models in Ghana because we got to a point where like no show and no model will do any show when they were not being paid. Along the line, things started falling apart where there's a whole lot of rumors and the organization just went under the bridge. I said, I don't know whether it still exists or not.
Hey, please don't bring excited. You ever make us a mess Moduga for I'm begging them.
But it had potential. When we started, there was a lot that I remember during 2016 election, we were able to do peace walk. Definitely. And then we had the Ministry of Tourism supporting
the people. Right. So I also think I think there is this conversation that we are not having, right? You know, models are a set of people that are branded to be taking this ambassadorial deals and what have you. But it seems like the corporate brands are not using models. Today, you see a local TV star who is now a brand ambassador for a whole lot of brands. This one. Do you think it's good?
Yeah, so I will. Wow. I've seen that a lot. I've seen that they go for people who are already in the media space and their face are on all over majority of the brands.
Sure.
Like, wow. I say now most of the corporate bodies, when it comes to the endorsement, back then it was the work of models, but now they are also looking for numbers. So these media space people, personalities, some of them, they already have the numbers. So they feel like when they endorse a
their
product,
brand
it goes far for them. It adds more of
value.
value to it, and it makes people believe that the brand works or the product works. So that's why most of they are using these media personalities right now, because they feel like they're already in the space. Most Ghanaians know them, so having them as a face of a brand will just speak well of it, and it certifies what they are doing. But back in the day, it used to be the work of model. Because model were supposed to do this. We sell products. We do the shoot. We try to communicate what the product is about to our audience. But well, how many models have the numbers now?
Sure.
They don't have the number because they've not been using, so the numbers are not there. And business wise, because they feel like if you do it for us, we may not get the returns. That's why they use this media personalities. But I feel like models are out here. We can do the job very, very, very well. Do it in a nice way, nice commercial, nice photography, everything we can do it. So at least in as much you are in the celebs, try as much to also involve models.
Models, sure.
To these things. Yeah.
Great. So it's much more about the numbers, as you said. But I also think that don't you think the models also have a role to play when it comes to this conversation?
That's why if we had an organization, there's a union that was actively working, they should have been fighting this
Expand the conversation.
as and expand the conversation to reach far. Because I remember, I think in Nigeria, one of the countries, most of the ads that were on the billboard they use foreign models. So you got to a point the Nigerians stood and they were like, if you're not using the locals, they wouldn't mount such banners.
It's true.
So imagine if we have those things in Ghana, because in Ghana, the billboard, they are using light-skinned ladies, they are using foreigners on the billboard and all that. So there's something that we can relate to. Because I want to watch a billboard and be like, this could be me. I can relate to what is out there. You are not selling me a product where you are using maybe an American to do the ad.
True.
I may not be able to relate to what is being.
All.
Yeah, so I think that the union should stand in and just speak for us and fight for these things. Because all over, from airports all the way to 37 to Accra, foreign models to how many models you see and be like, oh, I know this girl, that's my friend. How many? Out of 10, we only see one. Last Friday, I was around National Theatre and I saw Miss Universe Ghana on MTN. We were like, wow. I took my picture and I took my phone, I just snapped. And I felt like, wow, I can see someone that I know. I can show, oh, this girl.
Definitely.
So that's the thing that we want to have. So they should just limit the foreign model that they use for their ads and just use the local so that people can relate to the ad.
True.
I may not be able to relate to what is being. Yeah. So I think that the union should stand in and just speak for us and fight for these things. Because all over, from airports all the way to 37 to Accra, foreign models to how many models you see and be like, oh, I know this girl, that's my friend. How many? Out of 10, we only see one.
In fact, we are tired of the local TV stars using them as our brand as your brand ambassadors. Thank you. Right, so you're coming back to show organization, right? I know when you are coming out with a show or organizing a show, it's very difficult, right? So, to logistics. Getting logistics, tell me, because I know like hiring a light alone is not an easy task. So enlighten us about that.
So I won't say logistics is the problem. If you have the money, things come to you easily. So I would say money is the issue. When you have the money, you can just get your light, get your stage. Any production that you want to have, you can do it when you have the money. So I would say money is one of the major challenges, because money goes into putting up a show. Because hiring a venue, building your stage, lighting, cameramen, videographers, is a whole lot. So, but when it comes to the money, at times corporate body doesn't really sponsor financially. Some of them would like to give you product sponsorship, of which we are grateful. Others will give you service sponsorship, which we are grateful. But at times when it comes to you, even in as much you're giving us products, at least some envelope with
give us
some envelope, so at least it can cut down some of the cost, because we want to put something amazing out there, and it all comes with money. And we are all surviving. You know how the economy is. We are trying our best, but if we're able to get a support from our corporate bodies, we'll be able to do something amazing which will sell Ghana, because we also contribute towards domestic tourism. Because what we are doing, people come and they watch, it promotes the domestic tourism industry. So it's something good that we are doing for the country. So we need you guys to support us. Don't be like it's your first time, so we won't support you. You should at least It's our first, but be our first sponsor. We need all of you. Don't wait for us to get out there 10 years later, then be like, oh, now it's a good brand. Let me associate myself with. Start with us, and we will never let you go.
So he said, be our first sponsor, and trust me, if you are my first sponsor, I'm gonna go with you forever and ever. Right. So I want to ask you a question. I want to ask you a question. I
can see you have a lot of questions on your mind.
Right. No, whenever, because I don't want it to become a scripted thing. So the question
will
just
come.
Wanted you right. So I just natural. Want to come to ask a question about you being a Pardon's enthusiast. Right. So coming back to you as a person, I know you to be a Pardon's enthusiast, right? So let's delve a bit more into the just ended Miss World at New Delhi, India. Like, what do you think about the entire production?
Wow. I used to be a fan of Miss World when I was a kid.
Right.
I loved Miss World back in the 90s and early 2000s.
Right.
It was something that I would just wait for an entire year to watch. But along the line, I switched up, like my favorite, like I switched up the whole thing from Miss World to Miss Universe. So now I'm currently with Miss Universe, but I did watch the Miss World competition. But I felt like the production this time around, they did record. It took them 2 years to be able to host it. But after 2021, the COVID, they kept on postponing it over like years. So it was something that we were all waiting out for, and finally they decided they are hosting it in India. And the production was nice. I loved the fact that this time around they had a lot of Africans placing in the top 40. It's not something that you see more often. For international pageant, for an African to place is very difficult. But normally they throw the Africans under the bridge and nobody cares about them. They don't only compensate us with South Africa. They just place South Africa to compensate Africa. So but this time around they were able to place most African ladies.
I think 13 of Africans place in this year Miss World. And
it was very, very beautiful seeing our sisters doing so well. It was too bad that Ghana didn't place, but I love that we had Nigeria, we had South Africa, we had Lesotho, Uganda, and Botswana place, and the rest was but the production was nice. And I think they had a different element this time around. But this time around they had during the Beauty with the Purpose, it was much more like a UN conference. You see all these countries and they had different ideas. And it was just beautiful watching the ladies speak in that space, and they were speaking more about politics. They were speaking a lot about sustainable development, and it was just beautiful seeing how smart all of them were.
Great. Beautiful. I mean, personally, when it comes to Miss World, the Beauty with a Purpose is one of my favorites because you see them. This one is coming from the healthcare. This talking about quality education. This talking about leadership and whatever. And I think they are all actually coming out with something that is going to work towards we achieving or attaining our sustainable development. And I think that was great. But what do you think? There was a controversy that when Megan Young the Botswana, that's what made her not win. What can you say about that?
But so I watched the video, and I'm a person that I pay attention to detailing. So I
beat you. Please talk.
So I went back to watch the video. When I started seeing the rumors and all that, I went back to watch the video. Honestly, there was hair on her face. There was a strand of hair covering her face, and she just lifted up.
But was it needed at that particular moment?
It's covered her face, and there are cameras, and I'm sure maybe it was just something that clicked. Like, oh, there's something in it. Let me just. It was a good thing that she did, but it happened to be like a bad thing because we have different cultures. Not everybody allow their hair to be touched. And coming from a place where she's black, blacks they've been through a lot. So at least touching a black person here, you may feel some sort of. Like you trying to belittling the person, but it may have come from a place of like love
and sisterhood.
And I watched the video clearly, and I saw there was hair on her face, but I don't have an issue that the moment she touched her hair, and that's why she didn't win. I think when it comes to pageant politics, there's a whole lot goes into it. Maybe she might not have gotten the entire committee, the selection committee vote for her to win, or her vote didn't amount to her winning, or there was something that she might have missed out. but all being the same, she did well. I love her presentation.
Definitely.
Everything about her was on point, and I
Definitely.
was rooting for her to at least get a higher placement or just to win. But it is what it is.
And I think she did
she
because
did well.
placing in top 4
Yeah,
and also being our Miss World Africa.
Africa, yeah.
Right, so there was also a critique by our very own Olivia Yase,
Yeah.
our 2021 Miss
Yeah,
World
World
Africa.
Africa, yeah.
Did you see that critique she
I
made?
didn't see, but I saw a post on Twitter where they've grade Olivia and they've grade Botswana. And they were like, they don't care about Africans. Africans should start holding their own events, their own pageants, and we should just appreciate what we have. Because when you go out there, they don't care. Because at times we have deserving Africans to win,
Sure.
but because they are black, they never get.
Sure.
What they
Olivia Lydes was supposed to win Miss World for us.
she was a fan favorite.
Spectacular.
She was a fan favorite.
Like everybody was waiting for Olivia, but they really didn't
Yeah,
win.
so
So I
normally when
think
a black
that
person make it to
conversation.
the top 3, normally they always push them to second round. I remember 2013
when
Ghana
Ghana,
second
yes,
runner, but Ghana was
my
so good.
favorite lady.
But all the same, it's pageant politics.
That it is my favorite because she's a Ghana like myself. So
Yeah.
I'm a bit biased when it comes to my people.
Yeah.
Right. So away from Miss World, right? Let's delve a bit more, more into current affairs.
Mhm.
So I think when was that? Was it on Thursday or something? We all received a total shutdown of internet
Yeah.
interconnectivity.
Yeah.
I mean the sub region that's Cote d'Ivoire, Ghana, what have you.
Yeah.
What do you think about it and its effect on industrial purposes?
Well, it all came out as shock. I remember the first time it happened, and I thought my phone was faulty, so I kept on
Snap feature.
turning off my phone, trying to turn off my phone to airplane mode, switch it up. I was going through hell. I started like buying more data. I thought maybe my data has run out. Then I checked I had
You were
data.
even
but
thinking that your data is finished.
it's finished, so I bought more data, not knowing it was a nationwide problem that we are facing. So right now in our current lifestyle, we use internet for everything, for our businesses, for our social life, for even connecting to our families through internet. So when it happened, it has stopped a lot of things. Because I had a lot of promotional material to post regarding to the Podi reality show Cycle 6, and I couldn't post for days. But trust me, when I upload a picture, it's taking hours, and it come back to retry. So that's my office. My office is on Instagram, on Twitter, on TikTok, on Instagram.
That is
and I'm
your
not able to
office.
post. I still have the materials on my phone. I've still not been able to post. So the shutdown has really affected the people that are working solely with internet.
Right.
And it's so depressing that your business can go out. Look at maybe Uber, look at Bolt, look.
The National Communications Story they came out that is going to last for 5 weeks. That means a month and a week.
And a week. How will we survive with no internet? Now I can't even watch Netflix. I can't stream movies. I'm a fan of streaming movies.
You're even thinking about Netflix. I'm thinking about the fact that your event was taking place on 30th March.
And I still can't push my promos out there. So it has affected all our business. So our leaders, please go under the sea and get it fixed, because we need
I
internet.
think you being a procurement officer to the government, I think you can also play a role by doing that. I'm begging you. We are begging
Well,
you.
it comes to my table, I'll do my part.
Great. So your final words to every model looking at you today, what can you say to them?
All right, to all the models out there who are watching this video, I know
Right.
Model TV is one of the best TV that we've had. I've known the person behind it for when we started Cycle 1,
Right.
we had his logo on how do you call it, banners, because they collaborated. They wanted to be on board to help us. He has been one of the major amazing TV supporting models across Ghana.
Definitely.
It's a great platform. I'm so happy to be here. So the advice that I have for every model out there watching this video: never give up. It's a tough journey. You need to have a tough skin to go through every challenge that comes your way. There are times that you feel like you want to give up, but never. Keep on fighting, and one day you'll be in this seat being interviewed by our very own Nee. He will interview you. So
on a much more international level.
never give up. But if you're out there, you are watching and you love modeling and you want to be a model, reach to us. Exclusive Modeling Empire is open to everyone. So just reach to us on 0557 381770 or 0266 273347. Send us a DM and we will take care of all your modeling needs. So the advice: never give up, keep going. The people that will laugh at you today will be the same people who will celebrate you when they see you on TV, when they see you on billboard, when they see that you are succeeding in every aspect of this industry.
That's so beautiful. That's so beautiful. So you need to reach out to them. And also, we've got to the Portrait Reality TV show, Cycle 6.
Yeah.
How did they get the forms and what have you?
Okay, so the Portrait Reality show Cycles is, trust me, this season is going to be epic. There's a whole of a new element that we are doing. The show is open, is amazing. When you come on board, you don't bring anything. Costume, hair, makeup, everything is provided to you. So if you want to pick up your audition forms, my numbers are still on the screen: 0557 381770 or 0266 273347. All numbers are on WhatsApp. Send me a hi on WhatsApp or give me a call. The forms are being filled online. I can't put the link on the video right now, but if you reach out to me, a link will be given to you to fill out your details, and voila, you will be part of season 6.
And voila, you will be part of season 6. I think I am literally inspired.
Oh,
Personally,
I'm
I'm
so happy
literally
that I
inspired. Honestly, I will not lie about this. So, models out there, great point has been mentioned by Jason, my guest today. You need to invest in yourself. Consistency also works. Whatever you also did mention,
add value to yourself.
Add value to yourself. I think most importantly, you can't be working without value. Then I think you have no life. Like, what's your headmaster much?
Even a bar also have a price tag, so have value.
What did you just say?
I said even a bar of soap have a price
bar
tag.
of soap, and even cows even
They
have
have price tag.
tag for identification. So you
Yeah.
need to have a value to whatever you are doing. So models, pageant queens, whatever you, this conversation actually went for you people. Please and please and please take these steps, and trust me, you're going to have a fulfilling journey. It has been an inspiring show. Personally, I'm inspired and I've learned one or two. I know you're going to watch this interview, so you're going to learn one or two. So this is where we end our segment today. Alright, so models, beauty queens, pageant enthusiasts, what have you, known ones, aspiring one. This has been a super inspiring and motivational conversation with yours truly, Jason. Like, I am super inspired myself, and I know that you there are also inspired. So this is where we draw the curtains down, the Industry Insider Show with me, yours truly, Ganyebiniko. You know, I'm known for giving you best of conversation. My name once again is Ganyebiniko, and this is Model TV. Please don't forget to click on our subscribe button to subscribe to our channel. Until we meet again, same time, some other day, it's a bye for now. Bye.